make you the star of the show.
Oh no, it's my face.
If you're not comfortable with it, you can always go like back into hiding. We love to see Bear though.
He's a
Yes.
good boy. He loves all the lovin's. Yes. You're on my hair though. Thank you.
Well,
Don't mind my deflated hot tub behind me.
a deflated hot tub. Does it have a hole in it?
It did. Bear decided to jump in.
Yep, that would do it.
He was thirsty, I guess.
Aw. Well, we can get started anytime you want. I can share it out for you.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to talk a little bit about your book?
Oh, let's see. So the case of the missing scratch, and of course traffic decided to drive by right then. But the case of the missing scratch, I wrote that in the point of view of my dogs, Moses and Bear. Moses is no longer with us, so it's a tribute to him. But it is a cozy murder mystery story. The dogs are the detectives, so they're the ones doing all of the work. They do have an owner whom they call the Big Man. His name is actually Mark. He's a history author. And he helps them out a little bit. But mainly it's Moses goes around with his nose and he finds clues, and Bear creates a lot of chaos and makes it really funny. Like, and Moses is constantly getting him out of trouble. Bear is destroying evidence on accident, and he's very food oriented, which is very true for real life. But the story is absolutely funny. Kids love it, adults love it. I found out that I have a fan, by the way, at my local coffee shop. I'm very excited about that. He was asking about book number 2, which should be out here soon. I'm in the editing phase right now, and it should be, I'm hoping within the next month or so, being published. I will let everybody know. But that one is going to be The Incident of the Slippery Sofa. And Bear gets in a lot of trouble in that one as well.
I know on your FB page, you said about hoping to raise money. So how much is your book and where can we find it?
So the book is on, you can find it in the rainforest. $15 for paperback, $5 for Kindle, but it's also on KU. So
awesome. We'll try to help you out here. And if you're not following Moses Mystery Author, aka Rachael Spear, please do that now.
My phone rings like constantly. Everybody wants to get a hold of me when I'm busy.
I have the same issue. So what is your comfort drink when you go to sit down to read?
Let's see. So I love ginger tea.
Oh, okay.
I am very much like ginger and lemon tea specifically. I don't put honey in it or anything. I just kind of just chug that.
Do you get like the fresh ginger or do you get like the pre-made already?
I get the pre-made. I am way too cheap to get the fresh ginger.
JV wants to know if you can hold up the book cover. Do you have the book with you, or I can myself?
If you can, yeah, I have it inside, but my kids are playing Minecraft right now.
Oh, okay. I know that. My boys do that too. JV, it looks like this. The Case of the Missing Scratch. Rachael Spear. I have it with me. No problem.
Well, thank you. You came prepared.
I try to. What are you currently reading, or what's the last book you read?
I am currently reading, what is it called? Conjured. By, can't remember the author's name.
Let me guess. Is it a thriller?
It is. It is. It's about a teenage girl that has amnesia, and she's in the witness protection program, because she's the victim of a serial killer. She survived, I guess, but she can't remember anything. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what happened. And it turns out that she has magical powers.
Oh, cool.
So this serial killer is actually going around trying to find people like her. It's pretty good so far.
That's awesome. That sounds good. I'll have to look it up. What was the last book you rated 5 stars?
Yours?
Really?
Yes.
Aww.
Key to the Bloodbound. Yes, absolutely. I loved your book.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. So, do you read a lot, or is it just that you haven't read a very good book in a while?
I don't, as a therapist, and I am working all the time, it's very hard for me to be able to sit down and just read. But I'm also kind of ADHD, so I'll pick up 12 different books
Right, I'm
and
like
start reading, and then I don't finish anything, and I'll set them down, and then I'll come back to it, and
that's
so
exactly how
it takes
I
me a
am.
while to finish.
That's exactly how I am. I'm reading like 5 indie books at a time right now. Totally get that. The case of the missing scratch is told from your dog's point of view, which is such a fun concept. What made you think, yep, my dogs need to solve mysteries?
Okay, so it started, like I said, we're surrounded by about 100 acres of farmland. And so we get mice, okay? Especially when they start cutting down all of the corn, we get mice. There is no stopping it. Um, so one day I open up the pantry and the Mouskowitz family is living in my pantry apparently. And Moses and Bear are sniffing around and they're acting like they knew something was there, but they couldn't find it, right? And so their noses are in the air, it's on the floor, it's like everywhere. And finally, Moses finds them, and they were inside the door jamb of my pantry door. There was a tiny crack in the wood, and they had squished themselves in there and was stacked like one on top of the other, the 5 little mice
Like a cartoon.
just sitting there in the door jamb. And so I had to tear it apart and get these mice out of my house, which our cat absolutely loved.
I bet.
But that's what it started with, was just their nose for searching out stuff, especially Moses. Like, he had one of those noses and he would find everything.
Wow.
We would go camping and go hiking out in the woods, right? And I have absolutely no sense of direction, none whatsoever. I'm really glad that my husband always came along, right? But Moses, he was so good at finding our campsite. So if I couldn't handle the hike anymore because I'm a little chunky and I just can't do that, I would tell Moses, lead me back home, and he would take me right back to the campsite.
That's awesome.
So it was little simple things like that. And then Moses was getting older. He was 15 years old when I started writing the books. Um, I wanted something as a tribute to him, so that's why I started.
Aw,
He he passed away actually about 6 days before I published The Case of the Missing Scratch, so it was a really good tribute to him.
yeah, yeah, that was perfect. If Moses and Bear could describe you as a character in in one sentence, what do you think they'd say?
Oh no. Let's see. she's smart but wild. Maybe. Keep
Uh,
the maybe in there. The
did,
question mark.
didn't you tell me that so the guy in the book is based off your husband, right?
Yes.
Why didn't you put yourself in the book?
Oh, you know, I don't know. I felt maybe a little self-conscious. I don't know. I didn't really want to write about myself, and my husband, even though like he looks nothing like the character in the book, and he's my husband's actually not a history author either. He's a firefighter. Um, but his mannerisms and the way he loves things and the way he treats the dogs, and that's who inspired that character, right? So and the way that the dogs feel, I think, about my husband, he is the big man, right?
Right.
So they're very much attached to him, and they, I feel like, respected him whenever he said something, and he's very attached to the dogs as well.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Moses clearly meant a lot to you. Did writing your story create special moments or memories for you while writing? I know you said that the mice incident leading you back to camp. Was there like anything in the book that like it made you think of something that to write that scene?
Um, well, okay, so the really it's one of the first scenes for me is when Moses describes himself in the book in the first chapter, and he's talking about how he's kind of like a rusted barbed wire fence, you know, um, that, sorry, there's another car, but that country feeling. Moses reminded me a lot of like Sam Elliott. Okay.
Oh,
He was he was very slow walking and observant and protective and like listen to the wind kind of dog. And so when I was describing him in the story, he's describing himself, I felt like I was really telling people exactly how he was.
amazing. If Bear suddenly became a real detective, what would his greatest strength be, and what would he absolutely fail at?
His I think his greatest strength would be finding lunch.
Yep, he does that a
He's
lot in the
very
book.
food oriented. But he's also very smart. So I think in his own way, he would he would probably know who the perpetrator is immediately, but he wouldn't recognize it. So
Right.
it would take him until the very end of the case to figure it out. But and he'd be like, "Oh, you know, they've been standing next to me this entire time. They became my best friends," type of person, right? Um, I think he would fail at anything that had to do with being covert, with being silent. He's one very clumsy dog, and I think he would be a very clumsy person. He reminds me a lot of John Candy back in the day, where he would he wore his heart on his sleeve, right? And he did everything because he believed that that was the right thing to do, but he did it in a way where he always caused chaos and would end up getting in trouble, and that is exactly who Bear is.
Aw.
And I can see him in his suit as a detective with his tie askew and jelly donut like stained on his shirt and
I could too. You definitely should get him like a photo op.
I should.
Since you're planning more mysteries and you said the second will be out soon, can you tease anything?
Let's see. So the incident of the slippery sofa is not entirely about a sofa.
Okay.
So it starts off that way. It starts off where Bear is enthralled with this new Chanel sofa and he creates a big mess because he ends up falling down and breaking some things. And that's how we discover that somebody else on Elm Street has.
You found something.
See, he said he did. But that's how we found out that somebody else on Elm Street needs help. And he creates a lot of chaos.
You're a marriage and family therapist and in a motorcycle club, which feels like two different worlds that people wouldn't automatically put together. Has either side of your life ever unexpectedly inspired your writing?
Therapy has. I do write a lot of therapy or a lot of poetry in order to kind of decompress from really hard days with clients. So, like, none of my poetry actually says anything. There's nothing confidential in there whatsoever, but it kind of tells what I'm dealing with a client and helping them work through in a therapy session. And it's very therapeutic for me. So, like, it really helps. The motorcycle club, not so much, although I might.
That's more of your free time, stress-free time. So what's one thing people assume about motorcycle clubs that makes you go, nope, not even close?
A lot of people assume that a motorcycle club is like a gang, and that we do a lot of not so very nice things, and that's not entirely true. Yes, there are some that can be a little bit more risque, I want to say, but like, for instance, our motorcycle club, we are international. We are a motorcycle club that it's a firefighters and emergency personnel, military, veterans, that kind of thing. And we do a lot of charities to raise money for people, other emergency personnel, firefighters, that kind of thing, when they end up, like, having hard times, or, like, say a firefighter is injured and they need help with their bills. So we do a lot of charities and fundraising for that. And motorcycle clubs in general, they do so much charity work, especially for children. They're very much in support of children, and those that are experiencing, like, domestic violence or anything like that. When you see a bunch of bikers on a ride, you've got hundreds of them, sometimes thousands, depends on the ride. They all pay to do something that they could have done for free, right?
Right.
But they do it to raise money for a good cause. And it's usually to help people that are experiencing hardship or trauma, like domestic violence, cancer, things like that. The people in motorcycle clubs are actually, they're big, huge, sweet men.
From what
and
I've
women.
from who I've met, yes, that is completely true. So if you could take any fictional character of your choosing on a motorcycle ride with you, who would it be and why?
Wile E. Coyote.
Wow. You didn't really have to think about
I
that.
did not. I did not. I really want to ride with Wile E. Coyote. I
That
think
would
it
be
would be fun. We would probably explode at the end, but it would be worth it.
just the bike would explode and you could just like walk away like slow mo.
Right? We'd end up going into a fake tunnel, you know? It would be chaos, but it would be so much fun.
That would be fun. I can picture that.
And could you picture Wile E. Coyote in a leather jacket and, his
Yes.
little half do helmet and goggles? I mean, come on.
Yes. Yes. That's
He'd look
that's
super cool.
you should get like some kind of logo for your like motorcycle jacket. That would be cool.
I should make a patch
Yeah, you
to go
should.
on my jacket.
What is your ideal perfect day?
I'd say a day like today, actually. It is my day off from work. I've got my son and my niece out here riding in the Jurassic Park Jeep with a little wagon pulled behind it. My daughter's inside drawing. It's a nice day. I'm able to sit and relax outside.
Nice. You
And
got family?
maybe I'll pick up a book.
Maybe it would be nice to have a little bit of time, but I understand with kids around. I got two boys. What's a random fun fact about yourself that readers would never guess?
um, well, I don't know if it's fun, but I'm terrified of butterflies.
You're terrified of butterflies? Why?
Absolutely horribly terrified of butterflies. I mean, have you ever seen their faces up close? It's like the predator.
They are. They are. It reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode that my kids watch all the time with the raising the caterpillar into the butterfly, and you just see the like zzz.
Right? Oh my goodness. I was out here in my yard one day just sunbathing on the trampoline, and we had a butterfly migration come through.
Wow.
And so there's a bazillion of these butterflies that just start flying over me. I'm laying on the trampoline face down crying because I'm surrounded by a bazillion of these butterflies that just happened to want to fly straight through my yard that day.
Gosh.
It
So
was
like,
horrifying.
are you that terrified to like when people have a reaction to a bee, like when it like flies by, do you just like flinch?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Not only that, but I will scream butterfly and I will run away. My husband thought it was totally funny one time. He had this giant monarch and he put it on my chest and I screamed and cried. He also has taken me to the butterfly room at the zoo.
How mean of him! Did he know? Did he know then?
Oh, he knows. He knows. He brought me over there and I didn't realize what it was until they opened the door and they made me come in, and I was like, nope, I'm terrified. If one of these lands on me, I will kill it. And that's what I told the person running it. And then all of a sudden I had like 50 butterflies land on me and I'm standing there shaking so bad, and they had to slowly take them off of me, bring me into another room so that they could make sure that no butterflies followed me so that I could leave. My husband and my daughter stayed in there for like an hour with these butterflies, and I was outside of it just hyperventilating
You probably
because
get
he
them a
thought it
lot.
was so funny.
You probably get them a lot while you're riding too, don't you?
I purposefully, like, not to be mean, but I smile very big when we end up hitting one.
Well, they're always all bugs are always smacking into your windshield whether you're driving.
I'm always like, hey, I got a butterfly.
Um,
The evil laugh ensued.
as a therapist, you spend a lot of time understanding people and emotions. Does that give you an advantage when writing characters?
I think so. I think, especially being able to feel the heartache that some people are feeling, you know, and when you're writing a murder mystery story, you know, you have, not only do you have the victim and you have the detectives and all that kind of stuff, but you have the victims' families too.
Mhm.
And being able to understand how people are feeling in that moment, I think is important when you're writing about them.
Right. I thought you captured the wife's emotion pretty good in that one scene.
I hope so. I wish that I would have elaborated just a little bit more on it, but at the same time I wanted to keep it kid friendly, so I didn't.
Right.
But
Well,
I mean, there's always room in other books, maybe not the Moses Mystery series, but
I think it's suitable for.
I do have some thrillers that I'm working on as well, so
I think it's suitable for older kids. My 9-year-old loved it, so I think it's all
oh
depends on how
good.
much they
I'm
like it.
glad.
You said writing is therapeutic, and you often write poems. Does your therapist brain ever like clock in while you're trying to write something like that?
Yes. And I have to knock it out sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes those big old therapy words will come in, and I'm like, nope, I have to change my vocabulary, get out the big eraser.
Oh yeah, I feel that. So when I'm writing YA, and I'm like, young people would not say that. I have to like, yep, I get that. Since you read my book, Key to the Bloodbound, what was a moment or character that stood out to you the most?
Let's see. So I mean, I'm gonna say it. My favorite character was Cole,
Big one.
but I love Willow as well. And when she is super worried about, and I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I forgot your main character's name.
No, it's fine. It's Hazel.
Oh, thank you so
Oh,
much.
it's been a while
Um,
since you read it.
it has been a little while. But when she is so worried about her because she hasn't, you know, contacted her and stuff like that, and that feeling of absolute love and friendship that you get from those two characters is amazing. I think that she is like the absolute best person and the best friend that you could ever have.
Janelle just read my book recently, and she says she ships Willow and Noah together in the future. They do have similar personalities, but I have plans for Willow.
Ooh, I can't wait.
As someone who understands relationships professionally, what were your thoughts on Hazel's relationships, specifically with her mother, and what would be your advice to her?
Well, so okay, so that's a hard one because I understand where Hazel's coming from with, you know, she doesn't know who she is, right?
Right.
But at the same time, her mother is just being her mother. She wants what's best for her child. She wants to protect her. And there's not always a common ground, right? They're not always going to see eye to eye. Hazel's not going to understand exactly why her mother did what she did. And a lot of times as parents too, and I will put that out there, we don't exactly look into our child's perspective when we are trying to parent. And we should.
Yeah.
We really should. We, as a parent, we should take our time to listen to what our child has to say. It doesn't matter how old they are, but to listen to what they have to say and let them give us those opinions and those emotions and take our time to absorb it. And I think if Hazel's mom did that, she might understand where Hazel's coming from a little bit more.
Right.
And then I think she would be more open with everything that happened and they'd have a better relationship.
Wow. You make my book sound so deep.
I think your book is deep.
If Moses and Bear somehow wandered into Hazel and Cole's world, Who would they immediately bond with? I think I know the answer. And who would cause absolute chaos?
Okay, so I think they would bond more with Willow, honestly.
Oh, really? I thought you would say
I
Colt.
do. I do. I would I think my first thought was going to be Cole, but at the same time, like, Willow's such a natural. She has all that natural energy, right, as a druid. And so I think they would naturally just flock to her, right?
Right.
And of course, I know that Bear and Cole will cause a lot of chaos. The most chaos.
Right. Right.
Bear would want to be able to shapeshift, but
That would be cool.
he would try. I know he would try,
And I don't
but of course
really
he'd fail.
I don't really have animals in my book too, but that would be cool for animals to also like shapeshift. I forget like Hazel Familiar or something.
That would be cool. Yes, absolutely. She needs a familiar.
Again, her book is called The Case of the Missing Scratch. Do you want to talk about it a little bit more for the people who came in late?
Absolutely. The Case of the Missing Scratch is a cozy murder mystery story written in the point of view of my dogs, Moses and Bear. Moses is the self-appointed sheriff of Elm Street, and they go around, of course, solving murder mysteries. A Bear is a massively chaotic bundle of fur who is very food oriented and tries his best to contribute as a detective. However, he messes a lot of things up, destroys evidence, but ultimately he does actually help in his own little way, and Moses treats him with love and respect, and sometimes a little bit of tough daddy love to get him in line.
It really is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's really a cute, short, little cozy mystery read. And yeah, you said it's on KU. It's you can get it on Kindle for $5. It's on the Zon. So make sure to go and get that, and make sure you're following Moses Mystery Author, aka Rachael Spear. Does anybody have any questions for her? Thank you for staying, JV and Janelle. They're also indie authors. I believe Escape to Reality is here, and they are as well. Can you type the name in the chat? Yes, I can.
And keep in mind too, book 2 will be coming out here soon. I will be posting a date as soon as I know it. And there are 5 more books in line.
Ooh, that's exciting.
The last book I have the idea of making into a choose your own adventure to finalize the series.
That would be fun, because I was just telling another author how like adults don't have those kind of books.
I know, right? And we need them.
Yeah. Janelle wants to know what your favorite hijinks they got up to in the book is.
Oh, let's see. Is it book 1? Nope, that's book 2. You know, I'm going to tell you the favorite one in book 2, even though it's not out yet, okay? Bear is... So they're trying to solve a mystery, of course, and Bear is testing every single surface that he can for slipperiness. He wants to get as much velocity as he possibly can. And unfortunately, he does when he steps on a very slippery garage floor. This concrete is absolutely just Horrible for him. And he slips all the way down the driveway in goes face first into a police cruiser, creating a giant dent, making Officer Mustache, who you read about in the first book, he is again in the second, very angry. Bear absolutely loves Officer Mustache, by the way. He's obsessed.
Is it because he
With
smells
the
like
mustache, not the man.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it because he smells like donuts?
I
Anybody
think.
else have any questions?
Oh, I don't think I have any questions.
Okay, now you do.
I do have to say, please,
How do I need to take
if you buy my book, let me know. Give me a shout out. Tell me what you think of it, and I hope that you love it.
Yeah, she's on all the main socials. She's on FB. She's on IG. Just look for Moses Mystery Author. This is her first time on a live, so
It's crazy.
yeah, let's encourage her. Maybe she'll keep going. I know you have to get 100 followers to go live by yourself, I'm pretty sure. But you're very close, so we'll try to get you there.
I'm very close. 86. Whoop, whoop.
So, like, this is the only platform that you've ever gone live anywhere?
Yes.
But I saw you do something.
Do you plan to get live more, or you kind of... How was this experience?
I think I would like to. I mean, like I said, I've never done it before, but it has been a good experience. And as long as people like seeing my pretty face, then
Very
I'll go
beautiful.
for it.
Book
Absolutely.
Talk would love you. Thank you, creator. Yeah, so that's all the questions I have for you.
Oh, thank you.
If you have anything else you would like to say or anything else you would like to know, let us know. Other than that, I will be posting our interview onto YouTube shortly, and probably some little previews of it. But yeah, this was fun. I'm so glad you came on and you let me interview you. That was great.
No, thank you. It was definitely a good opportunity for me.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
No problem. And I love supporting other indie authors as well, especially yourself. I love, our little meet cute.
It is, because though you live all on the other side of the world, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to visit you for a while. But I would like
Right. One of these days, though. One of these days.
I told my husband I need to make an indie author road trip.
Oh, yes. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, it would.
I'll join you on my motorcycle.
I'll need to get one. Janelle wants to know if you know Neil deGrasse Tyson or know anybody that would possibly be connected to him. She's really trying to get him to read her book.
I do not. I'm so sorry.
Janelle writes sci-fi.
Ooh. I love sci-fi, so I'm definitely going to have to check you out.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to get connected. I'm reading her book now. All right. So I guess if this is everything and that's all, and there's no more questions at the 60. Yeah. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you get to go out soon. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll say bye to Bear. Huh?
Bye,
Where's
Bear.
your face? You just say bye, Bear.
Bye. We should have gave you some interview questions.
Should have. He'd go roo 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 roo. Huh?
It was very sweet to meet him. All right, Rachel, you have a great rest of the day, and I hope it goes well for you. I know you said you like these perfect days. So.
You too. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.